Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the microphones, it's Kenny. It's Jack. It's the Rock and Roll Up Podcast. Hello, mates.
Hello, mates.
I'm Jack.
I'm Kenny.
This is our 2019 WWE Stomping Grounds review.
Stomping Grounds.
From Stompington in Idaho. Where was it? The Tacoma Dome. Where's that?
Washington.
Washington.
Yeah. It was in Washington.
Well, I feel like I need to wash
yeah.
the dirt of this pay-per-view off me.
Oh, spoiler. It left you a little bit dirty.
Left me a little bit dirty. First half, good. It was a kind of two halves.
Yeah,
First half, good.
Yeah.
Second half,
Yeah, it was interesting. Background of this show, obviously, being the ticket sales being poor. Anyone who didn't see the images from Twitter, it wasn't quite half. Was it about a third?
I think so.
Off with a large
they
black.
they blocked
sheet.
Yeah, they were relocating people's seats.
Yeah.
You know, making it look good on the hard cam.
Yeah, and
awkward.
Something reported from Brian Alvarez.
Our close contact, Brian Alvarez. Yeah.
No live feed for the crowd in the arena.
No, so if you couldn't see, you couldn't see.
It's a bit strange.
Tough. That's the way it goes.
But anyway,
let's get straight into it. We're actually going to do it a little bit differently this time, aren't we? We're going to talk about the main event first, or at least what led into the main event. That being the beautiful partnership of Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
Yeah, so the opening and the closing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, of course. I didn't think about that. They sort of bookended their love.
Yeah. They did.
Bookended the show.
So Becky and Lacey opened the show, and it was
a hot open.
It was fine.
It was fine.
It was verging on good.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was actually all right.
I mean, it was good heat for Lacey.
Yeah.
Becky over, arguably called a little bit, but she's still over.
Yeah.
All the kind of normal stuff there. You know, Becky was calling very loud spots, which was
very loud.
She does seem to do that, but I guess because Lacey's maybe not quite as experienced, she was really hollowing those spots at her.
She was. There was a "you can't wrestle" chant for Lacey.
Well, we thought this is slightly unfair.
Oh yes,
because she can wrestle.
Yeah, I mean,
she sometimes isn't great at it.
People have said, that Becky carried Lacey to her best match, and that might be fair, but you can't. I mean, you can't carry a cardboard box to.
No.
This isn't Kurt Angle.
Kota Ibushi, kid.
I mean, this isn't. Lacey did her part.
Yeah, she was good.
It was actually a pretty hot start.
Yeah. She was a little clunky at times, but I still think she's she gets a bad rap.
Yeah, I do.
She good clothesline from her and things, and there was some nice back and forth. Nice roll through into an armbar by Becky.
Yeah, it was a lovely roll through at one point.
Little sweaty handkerchief. Lacey loves all that.
Always good. Yeah.
The mandible claw and all that kind of stuff, which was cool.
Yeah.
Just that typical kind of heel heat. It worked.
Yeah.
Becky wins for the disarmer. Pretty decisively. It was relatively balanced, but
yeah. I mean, once it was the disarmer was in, it was a tap
quick, wasn't she?
So decisive win for Becky.
Yeah.
Good start, really good start. But then,
what did it lead to?
It would be
it's fast forward. Only 2.5 hours, 3 hours
it
maximum.
Was a pretty short show. Yeah.
So we'll fast forward.
Match leads very much into the main event.
Yeah.
Which was Seth Rollins, Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Throughout the night, it appeared pretty obvious that Shane was not going to be the special guest
he did appear early.
Everywhere else.
He was all over it. We did see a little backstage segment with Paul Heyman. Teasing perhaps Brock. I thought maybe it would be Brock, although it's unlikely.
Yeah.
Brock though, was it? Who was it? Who was the special guest ref?
It was only Lacey Evans.
She's back, the loser.
Yeah.
She's coming in her ref shirt.
I mean, in terms of logic, this made sense.
Seamless. Yeah, it made sense.
It was the storyline fitted that Lacey would come out.
Screw over Becky's boyfriend.
Screw over Becky's boyfriend.
Baron's a heel. He's asked a heel who will protect him. Makes sense.
But the Becky Seth dynamic of them being boyfriend and girlfriend was rammed down everybody's throats like some
sickly,
kind of
isn't it?
fist.
Like nobody's ever dated. I get it. Oh, they're like 2 world champions. Well, I mean, they're not either of them aren't really world champions, but you know, the idea is that they're 2 kind of world champions together, like a power couple and all this.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, I know it sells and for the young fans and things, but
yeah, it's the Nikki
it's just
scene
tacky,
now.
isn't it? Yeah, it's just tacky.
And the crowd, which I mean, we'll talk about the rest of the card. The crowd were, given the fact that there were a third missing in this, they were
great
hot as hell.
They behaved.
They were so over, just so loud, and but they did not like Lacey.
Yeah,
and I think that's, although it's logical, and a lot of people, you know, there's no logic in WWE. Yeah,
no, but I mean, it was.
Make it logical, but don't make it shit as
well.
well.
It's still rubbish. Yeah, I guess they turned against it partly because they were tired, partly because they probably couldn't see, partly because they don't believe Baron should be where he is, and I think that the Lacey thing just tipped them over the edge.
It was just
a lot of chance,
so much build up for it to be Lacey.
Well, that's the thing. It's just it was anticlimactic, wasn't it? Yeah. And boring chance, CM Punk chance. There was a stupid A-dub chance, which was. Again, the crowd getting themselves over, but I kind of get why they did it, but you know, whatever. We're treading old ground there. We're stomping old ground there.
We're stomping on old ground.
So in terms of
stompings,
in terms of content of this match, it was just the same old thing, wasn't it?
It was basically it wasn't a match, was it? It was just an extended angle.
Lacey's being the heel, not counting, stopping counting. She gave Seth a couple of wallops around the mush with a slap.
Yeah.
Same old. I mean, Baron. He gets a bad rap. He's a fine wrestler, but this kind of go away heat that he continues to get is just driving him into the ground. And I didn't really do any moves in this match.
No.
Chin lock, etc.
Yeah, it went on a long time.
Went on too long.
And there were logic holes that started to appear, like, why isn't Becky at ringside?
Yeah, that's it.
Seth is being screwed. That's the storyline, but why leave it so long? Okay. Lacey's then going to start changing rules halfway through the match.
Yeah.
And we're thinking, okay, this is getting a little... She's changing it to an ODQ, and now he's being attacked by a chair.
That's it.
Where's Becky? You think, okay, it's now a no count out. Okay, well, it was strange.
It was strange. Lacey gave him a low blow. Whoop.
Yeah.
And Becky didn't like that.
Someone's got a big problem with
with men's genitals backstage.
I listened to Wrestle Talk's review earlier that said something very funny that it wasn't Seth's character that Becky was bothered about, but instead, if you inadvertently touch my man's member, I'm all over it. That's going to pull me from the back.
I just don't. The amount of people getting hit in the nuts. It's just
so stupid.
It's just weird. There's it happens too many times.
Too many now.
Someone really likes that. I mean, it's just evident now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So she does that. Becky runs down.
Look, it's good shit.
He loves it. Yeah. And then Becky comes down. They have a scrap. I kind of looked up and suddenly John Cone was in the ring.
Oh, so
I think they sent down an actual ref.
Yeah.
And
who was the ref for their match at Super Showdown?
Was it John?
Yeah.
Apparently continuity.
So.
Yeah. And Seth does his stompy stomp into Corbin's face, and that was the win. So at the end, Becky and Seth have a cuddle.
A long, very awkward looking.
Yeah, to be honest, they didn't really look happy. And then when they were going, it looked like they were going to kiss, and then they both didn't kiss.
I thought they were going to kiss 3 times, and they just didn't.
You were there with your popcorn egging it on.
I was
ready.
On. I was ready.
Low blow.
I was ricocheting myself. I was that excited.
Oh no! It was. It was kind of a strange finish, and it lingered on them for ages. They were kind of doing weird cuddles.
I think it was like Dunn was in the back going, keep it on them because they're going to kiss.
Touch her.
Oh no, they're going to kiss. Go back.
Touch her.
Oh no, they're not going to kiss. And then as they sat on the apron, they're going to kiss.
Touch her. Yeah, it was strange.
It was weird.
There we are. But rubbish. I guess the angle's fine. I want it to be over, but guess what? It's going to lead to a mixed tag. It's going to be a mixed tag match.
Yeah,
Lacey, Corbin, and Lynch and
2
Rollins.
people that have been beaten decisively twice.
Twice each. Probably time to get them in a mixed tag with like a stipulation.
It was bad.
It went
on. I mean, this is a maximum 6-7 minute thing that needed to happen. I think it was quarter of an hour.
Really?
And then
by
with
the end,
with the thing at the end, I think 20 minutes from entrances to close.
Yeah. Too long, boring,
rubbish.
anticlimactic. I guess
Awful.
it makes sense with the storyline, but it's a continuation of a storyline that nobody really ultimately cares about. So
yeah.
that was the end of the show, which left us with a sour taste. But if we rewind back to the beginning, we were full of promise.
Yeah,
we were excited, weren't we?
That's I guess the headlines coming out of the show. Although there is one other massive headline which is fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's start from. Let's go back.
Well, we were just young boys at the beginning of this, waiting, primed, excited for life.
I thought to myself, that special guest referee, that's not going to let me down.
No, that's going to be amazing. So we started off. Actually, we missed half of this sadly on the pre. Tony Nese versus Tozawa versus Gulak for the cruiserweight title. Always put on a clinic. These guys are always very good. From what we saw about the last 5 or 6. Fast paced, hard hitting. Just move after move. Nese always looks like a boss with his moonsaults and suplexes and all kinds of stuff. It's just a shame that his run has been so kind of dull for him. I just don't think he maybe has the character that would kind of carry him through to a longer run. Tozawa did a cool kind of Shining Wizard to break up a pin, which was nice.
That was really cool, yeah.
Gulak missed a pin breakup, which was a shame, so that was nearly a mistake there. But from what we saw, great match. Gulak pins Tozawa. With his finisher, which we don't know the name of because we don't know names.
New champion.
That's what we wanted.
It was decent.
It was good. Yeah. What we saw, great. Gulak's got a good character. He can talk, and I like his gimmick. And he's been kind of relatively well pushed in the last kind of month.
Yeah, he's
NXT.
He's been all over the place.
So they obviously somebody likes him, and I think he could do some pretty exciting things.
So then it's Becky and Lacey.
So yes, that opened up like we've said,
and as we said, that was perfectly
good opener,
perfectly good.
Yeah, the right outcome.
Then we get on to New Day versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
So obviously we're talking Big E and Xavier. Always great to see Xavier.
Always great. Yeah, we were still...
Big E back looks fantastic.
I know. I still don't know. He got back so quick, but... Great fast start. Just attacking Woods.
Such a good start,
Yeah, they super kicked Big E off the apron.
It looked like it was going to be a squash, because they just went in for Xavier, hitting senton, super kick. I think, did Owens hit 3 super kicks to start the match?
Blue Thunder
Bomb.
Bomb.
Then hit loads of sentons. Then Sammy hit a Blue Thunder Bomb. Then a Frog Splash. And you're thinking, is this a squash? And we were actually thinking, this would be brilliant. This would be brilliant. It was.
But Woods was persevered and did kick out of everything.
But in the end, it actually carried on and was great.
Well, they just beat the hell out of him until the hot tag, really, goading Big E. Some great heel work. We know Owens and Zayn are just a fantastic duo and the fantastic singles guys, so we've always loved them. So, Big E hot tag, doing all his power moves, the Uranagi and
the Uranagi was
all the suplexes and things, and, Big E, when he's serious, he's a fantastic... he's fantastic anyway, but he's a very, very terrifying man.
Absolutely terrifying.
But good near fall, the pop-up power bomb.
Yeah, you thought that was probably going to be it.
Yeah.
Kick out.
I still think, actually, the star really is Xavier Woods from all these matches. I just think as a singles guy, he would be fantastic. I think his moveset's very unique. His selling's great.
Yeah.
Every time we see him, we just think, wow, Woods he really
he
really holds his own.
These 4 guys could absolutely, as they have done in the past, especially Owens, flourish as single stars.
That's it.
They could all be vying for a title in another reality where the New Day don't get together. You could have those 3 guys at the top of the card.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
You could have 3 black African American champions trading the belt back and forth.
Wow.
If only. Incredible feud. Maybe we will get that.
Maybe, if this year's anything to go by.
Eventually.
Big E doing his mental spear through the ropes. I think he wants to be injured again.
I think
still baffled by why he's still doing that.
Yeah.
In the end, Owens wins with a stunner, which is nice. That actually the stunner is now a finisher, and you will be pinned by the stunner,
back.
which is good.
Bring it back.
So great.
Yeah.
Heels win.
Just love that match, really.
Maybe they're furthering on the storyline. We shall see.
And then, from the beginning of the card, we've gone good, we've gone great, and then, my lord,
dream match.
Samoa Joe Ricochet.
Yeah, US title
on the line, and this was, at the end of the day, it was Samoa Joe versus
It was very good. Well, I think they left a little bit in the tank, probably for a rematch.
Oh yeah.
I say they don't do rematches, but they definitely do.
Yeah.
What we didn't comment
there's
on.
no authority figures in the WWE anymore. Do you know that?
Yeah. Have you been watching the product?
What's that?
I only looked and saw a GIF actually, but Ricochet fell over during his entrance.
I saw that.
When he did his flip, he got his cable tangled and he sort of face planted in the ring.
He shared on his Twitter.
Yeah, well, you've got to own it, haven't you? Especially after the couple of weeks he's had.
Yeah.
Slow start, filling each other out. Went outside quite early. Feeling inside. I don't know what you call this, but Ricochet was on the ropes and Joe kind of pulled him up and gave him a sit-down powerbomb for a near fall. That was really cool. Joe really kicking the living hell out of Ricochet. Yeah. Ricochet can flop around with the best of them and bump for England. His selling, just fantastic.
Yeah, always. There was also,
springboards.
There's so much stuff.
Suplexes. Ricochet does that amazing kind of flippy Osprey bump where, when he goes to kick and Joe grabs his leg and Joe flips him backwards and he kind of rotates and does...
Normally, I think for anyone who's seen Best Super Juniors final, they did a similar spot there, but I think that Ricochet did an extra flip.
I'm not sure,
possibly. I think he went higher.
Yeah. Really impressive that.
It was so
dangerous, cool. But very, very impressive. So lots of back and forth, Ricochet flying about, Samoa Joe being a strong boy, power slamming everybody.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, for us anyway, Ricochet picked up a clean win.
He did, hits a 630. It's Code Breaker, which I think
he's asked Jericho for, hasn't he? Yeah,
he asked Jericho for. And Ricochet wins, and there is a massive, massive pop for Ricochet.
Yeah, first main roster title. I know they keep beating it over the head. It's the first title. No, we all know he was North American champion.
Yeah,
you can't take that away from me. But great, and then a sort of a nice but strange angle at the end where he celebrates, and the camera follows him backstage. And then there's just sort of like Charlotte Flair, Seth, Triple H, Zack Ryder, Heavy Machinery getting ready for their match, and they're all in gorilla position, and they're sort of shaking his hand and cuddling him,
and then
like, well done,
grabs him,
like
like
a proud father.
Yeah. It was nice, it was strange.
Like this wasn't the main event. This was like the third match on the card.
But there was nice continuity where then Heavy Machinery go past him and then come straight out of Gorilla.
That's what I like. It's a seamless product. It makes sense.
Yeah.
We were thinking, is this some kind of reward for the difficulties he's had this week with leaks and things? Is this some kind of look? We are pushing an NXT guy. We don't bury them.
Yeah.
Some kind of political move. I don't know.
We thought maybe that the leakage, this week has
terrible.
Was possibly going to push him away from winning,
but
they've actually possibly used it, and then this segment as well to really get behind him, which is
poor
refreshing.
Joe. I feel bad for Joe because the man he's just been given the title back from Ray again when Ray got it. Now Joe's a loser, really. Ultimately, he loses so much.
Well, it's the standard WWE takes someone with an aura, and they ruin it.
I know.
Asuka, especially. It's an NXT aura that they.
Isn't it?
Look at what we'll get on to Nikki Cross, Samoa Joe, Shinsuke Nakamura. Ricochet, they all come up. Aleister Black, they all come up to the main roster with an aura, and then they're just another member.
It's ironic, isn't it, that Joe don't forget, came from NXT, and is the one on his back, and yet they're like, oh, NXT. It's a very strange contradiction.
The first ever double champion,
was he,
or was he he's the one of two only. Ever.
One of two, yeah.
Not sure. Shinsuke.
Yeah. Not sure.
But yes, also, where the hell is Shinsuke?
I don't know.
That's a question.
Yeah.
Answers on a postcard on that one. But yeah, fantastic. Two great matches back to back. And two matches that sort of different styles, and then another different style.
Yeah.
And another great match.
This was great, yeah. Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery. SmackDown tag belts on the line. Bryan... hometown hero, of course.
Yeah.
Crowd go wild for him.
Oh my god, they
boo the hell out of Heavy Machinery, which was an interesting
it was a great
role reversal.
Work from both of them in that they seamlessly picked up the differing kind of where they then had to become the faces because there was no way Brian was getting booed.
No way, Jose.
Where's he?
He was campaigning to be the special guest ref.
Oh,
yeah.
Can you imagine that? He congers down with everyone in ref shirts.
Yeah, which one is it?
Secretly in there, there's Brock dressed up. You can't see who it is. Then he cashes in.
Brock, I'd like to see Brock just conga down to the ring. Would be lovely.
Well, with Brock these days,
anything can happen.
You don't know.
He's got moves
with the boombox in the bank, and
that's it. He's got moves. Yeah, it's good. I mean, lots of cool chants, ironic chants. We recycle, or is it please recycle one of the other? We recycle
and drive a Prius.
Yeah.
Clap, 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 clap.
Whatever. It works with the
Stop putting yourself over.
Big power moves. Obviously, a lot of big hosses in this match. So Rowan and Otis and Tucker, and they're all using their strength and power bombs and slams and whatnot.
Yeah.
Tucker can move. He went for a moonsault. Brian rolled out the way, but because he's got such long legs, unfortunately,
that looked nasty.
He crunched down on Brian.
Yeah, as his legs land, they kind of knee Brian in the thigh. It looked so painful.
That looked really bad. All the normal kicks and things, obviously super over. Otis kind of danced his way out of the kicks.
Oh, I loved it.
Kind of the Japanese no sell.
He loved it. It was kind of a mix between that and hulking up.
Yeah.
And kind of, I don't know, no way Jose, really.
Yeah, it was fantastic. But Otis is a star. I mean, Tucker, I think, was fantastic as well. But there's just something about Vince is going to split this team up and he's going to push Otis as a comedy character. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
But really, really great. Both teams look great.
There was one fantastic spot where Otis and Rowan do the kind of running together spot to who can knock each other over.
Yes.
And then did that lead to Otis catching Rowan, or was that slightly later?
Oh, he did catch him, didn't he?
So he jumps up to do a side splash, and Otis catches him and drops him
strength
with a bomb. So
significant strength.
Very cool.
He's a wide man, our Otis.
Yeah. Actually, another thing to mention, power move from an earlier match, Xavier picking up
Big E on his shoulders,
onto his shoulders for a splash. That was awesome as well.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. Just a really solid match, hard hitting again, fast paced back and forth. Both teams look good.
Didn't love the ending.
Yeah, it's this kind of small package thing that's like, it's kind of his thing now that I prefer him to go over strong.
Yeah,
I think we both do, but he has won a lot with roll ups and things in the past. So Brian gets the roll up victory and they escape, and it protects Heavy Machinery.
It looked as though Heavy Machinery are going to get the win. And then a roll-up. They look strong, but I don't like seeing roll-ups on pay-per-views. Raw, SmackDown, fine, because, let's be honest, who's watching?
Who's watching?
No
it
one.
Doesn't matter, no. But in a pay-per-view match for the belts...
Don't like it.
Don't be doing roll-ups. So, yes, but again, still a promising card. Enjoying it. Some good stuff. Maybe even some great stuff. Really enjoying it. This is where it was just started to plateau a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was the best of it.
Yeah.
Bayley, Alexa Bliss is next for the Women's Championship, and it was. I thought it was good, but there are bits of it I really didn't like, mainly Nikki Cross.
Yeah, it was a bit clunky. Yeah, the whole Nikki thing, as we've said before, it's just it's just changed her character too much.
I like Nikki Cross so much.
Yeah, there's just no character consistency. I know a lot of people on Twitter were agreeing with us there.
Yeah,
a lot of shoving at the beginning. Yeah, a lot of faces in the buckles.
Yeah,
getting mashed up. Alexa looked pretty dominant. She gave a slap to Bliss.
Yeah,
didn't she?
Right. The sound was unbelievable.
Great punch from her as well. Bliss has got a hell of a kind of hook on her. Hell of a right hand on her.
Yeah,
Nikki at ringside the whole time, doing what she does. Not really being that crazy, just kind of generally being quite supportive.
Yeah, they cut a promo, didn't they? And it was horrid.
Oh, it was gross, wasn't it?
Oh, just awful.
Bayley getting her shoulder mashed up, that was kind of the thing selling there. Bliss pretty dominant really over Bayley for a lot of this.
Yeah.
There was a amazing kind of sunset powerbomb into a turnbuckle.
That was great.
From Bayley, which was really cool.
Bliss, having suffered from the injury she's had, maybe not the best idea.
this keeps happening where people get injured and come back and go, just keep doing Biggie, what I was doing.
And then obviously
even Brian
being the big one, when he comes back, the first thing he does is a running corner.
Yeah, takes a massive bump on his head.
Drop kick and just lands directly on his head.
That's scary, isn't it?
It's awful.
I guess when, you'll die for your art, won't you, I guess. Yeah, really strong, really fun match, back and forth. These guys have never worked like seamlessly together.
No.
I don't know why that is. If it's a personal thing, if they just don't click, I don't know. Nikki kind of tried to help. It backfired. Bayley got the win. Is this setting up a Bayley-Nikki? Is it setting up dissension between Alexa, Nikki?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would love a proper Bayley-Nikki Cross feud.
Oh, that'd be great.
Without Alexa getting involved, but you just know she's going to be all over it. Because they see her as the big draw. So, not sure where it's going to go from here. Maybe does Sasha return, or is she going to be put into the Becky program? I don't know.
If it ends with Bliss, Nikki, Sasha, Bayley, I just hope it doesn't so much, but it will.
It will be like a triple threat at SummerSlam or something.
That would be okay. Yeah. But I mean like a tag match.
Oh,
those two against those two. That'd be bad.
No, I don't want that.
That'd be bad.
I don't want that in my life.
No one wants that.
But yeah, fun match, but didn't exceed expectations.
No.
And neither did the next one.
It was watchable.
It was watchable.
Reigns McIntyre was up next and was boring.
Yeah, Drew attacked him on the ramp, didn't he, to start with? Kind of a hot start.
Yeah. There was one early on moment where Roman did his jump over the ropes dive.
Which always looks great.
I audibly watched it and went,
we were scared,
he
severely over leaped and nearly missed Drew entirely, and Drew had to kind of catch him on his shoulder, and I would say it almost saved Roman's life, because if he had landed and missed Drew, or even if Drew had caught his legs, I think he would have went head and neck first into concrete.
And it looked so dangerous.
Yeah, so that was pretty scary there. A rare, I'd say, botch by Roman.
Let's be honest, Roman does not botch, whether you like him or not.
If that was a positioning issue, it looked like he just overjumped. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, it looked scary. Very dangerous.
Luckily, he's okay. Shane McMahon's there though. He wasn't advertised. No. He's rolling around.
That was awful.
Running around the ring. He's jumping. He's getting involved.
How many times did he get involved? Was it 3,
4, 5? I think it was more than that.
It was awful.
Running in the crowd, running around. He's awful, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he runs through the crowd. Reigns chases after him. No count from the ref. No need for that.
He drags the ref out the ring. Doesn't get thrown out because he's the boss's son. Spot-wise, it's all the normal stuff. It's rest holds. It's a Superman punch.
So many rest holds.
Drew's kind of cool wheelbarrow slam. It's not a wheelbarrow slam. It's kind of, he's got your legs and you're behind his back. Then he flicks you forward, throws you forward, face first into the announcer's table.
Really cool. And broke the table.
And that was
looked
great.
Awkward.
Yeah, really, really cool.
I do really like that.
Yeah. Nothing really of note here. No, Shane was involved far too much. And in the end, gets involved one too many times. Reigns throws him out and wins with a spear.
Just two guys that really should be as far away from Shane McMahon as possible. I mean, Drew,
especially Drew. Roman's been at the top of the card, man, but Drew, he's. I'm just desperate for him to go.
Is this the second,
anywhere?
I think it's over. I really think this is the second time they've ruined Drew McIntyre.
No.
I mean, since he's been back, what has he done that's been good?
Well, I suppose, I don't know.
He's been back a while now.
The NXT thing was great.
Yeah,
really, again, he's come up and he's just been completely wasted. And this guy looks like a god. He's been chiseled out of marble. He can talk. Yeah. He's got a great look. He's a good worker.
Yeah,
I don't know what they don't think.
When you think
it's
about
not mainstream material, I just don't know.
Yeah. When you think about kind of why Roman has pushed, people say his look, maybe his family lineage.
Yeah.
You know how built he is, how good looking he is, how chiseled he is. Drew is better looking.
Have you seen Drew McIntyre?
And more built and looks more like a superstar than Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I would agree.
Although obviously Reigns looks like $1 million.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. I mean, it's because he's Scottish
Well, yeah,
that is
yeah,
why.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
It is. Yeah, it's. I'm sure they think he has a silly accent.
If he was born in New York,
Oh
he'd have
my
been
lord, he'd been
8-time
25-time champion. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I've never thought of that, and of course that's the most obvious thing. It's because he's a foreigner.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This was boring. It was boring, and it looks like tonight, as of today, on Monday, there's going to be a handicap match, is it? Between Shane, Drew, and Roman. So this feud is not over.
No, sir.
Kill me.
No, sir.
Oh, anyway.
And then it continues.
Yeah, so now we were like, I'm a little bit soured.
Yeah, Bailey Bliss, okay.
Fine.
Yeah, a step down, but this
Roman Drew,
boring, and then was followed by another very, very boring match.
So Kofi versus Dolph for the WWE Championship inside of a cage that's made of steel.
Really?
It's made. Well, they say it's made of steel.
It's not bamboo this time.
It's not a bamboo. Although that would have been a highlight.
Yeah.
So you know our thoughts on cages. We said before we're not that big on them. You can't see anything. Every cage match is the same match.
Yeah.
And this match was every cage match up until the last sort of minute.
Yeah. Well, it was every cage match, apart from the fact that halfway through it looked as though it turned into a submission match.
What on earth happened in the middle?
It was, the standard, you do the...
Dolph tries to escape.
Yeah, the flip where you catch the cage and run up and to the door and, I'm trying to get out the door, I'm being dragged back. I
like that Kofi nearly got kicked out of the door. That was good.
That was one highlight. One bit that was... I suppose you could accuse us of being cynical here, but the rope break mention.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
To cover their tracks from their mistakes in the past.
Well done, WWE. You know the rules of a match.
Yeah, that you all but created. Yeah, it's pretty weak, isn't it? Yeah. So no rope breaks in this particular match. Some dodgy reversals from both of them that didn't look great.
Yeah.
I like Kofi's crossbody was quite cool.
Yeah.
Onto Dolph.
Yeah, that was good. Zigzag always looks great.
Yeah, love the zigzag.
But then, as we mentioned, suddenly so many submissions.
Why was
for
there
no reason?
10 minutes of submissions? Nobody cared. The crowd were quiet, probably because they couldn't see anything, and they were tired by this point. We didn't really care. We like Kofi and we like Dolph. We've always been big fans of both. They're both great workers.
I love Dolph.
It's just so average of a match. These guys can work. They can work.
Oh, without doubt.
It really does. I hate to say it, but it doesn't help the argument that these guys haven't broken out of the mid-card box.
Yeah.
When they put on a match like this, which is, kind of like a standard Raw, maybe slightly better than an average Raw match, inside a cage for the WWE Championship, it doesn't kind of scream main event material, does it? I know they were kind of co-main event, but...
From this...
It's worrying.
Are we starting to question Kofi's star power? I think...
Yes.
It is... Yes. It is creeping in.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Where's his major feud? Where's his highlight since WrestleMania?
That's it. And he's been kept strong.
Oh, yeah, he's been booked
He's
great.
good. He's a good guy. He looks great. He can talk. And he's a great worker. But we don't want to say, we wanted him to be champion and, now you don't like him kind of thing. And it's not that. It's just...
No, we still like him.
We love him. It's been quite a while now.
I'm concerned about his... that he's beating guys, but he didn't beat Dolph... super clean. He essentially, it was a very last ditch attempt in a great finish.
Really cool finish. So Kofi,
but it wasn't exactly like he destroyed Dolph and then climbed over the cage.
No. So Dolph is nearly outside and Kofi jumps through the second rope, like throws himself out of the cage over Dolph, which looked great
and lands on the
Never
floor.
seen anything like that.
It was really cool.
I think everybody agreed. It was very gifable. We shared some videos of it and things. It was very. He looked like he was flying. It was amazing. It was really cool.
It was great.
Great timing, great placement.
Yeah.
But it does further this idea that it's kind of a fluky win for the WWE champion.
Yeah.
And we don't really want
he was
that.
about to lose, but he's got so much heart.
Yeah.
He managed to run and jump out, and he'll literally sacrifice just jumping through the air and landing on the floor.
It works for
That's
his
good.
character. It's good, yeah.
But where is the definitive win over a main established guy? I mean,
that's it.
If you're gonna get Kofi, if you're gonna have Kofi strong till SummerSlam, maybe further, he needs to beat Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
He needs to beat big guy. He needs to go into a program of Reigns and win.
Yeah.
That's what you need to be doing to be Dolph Ziggler, a guy who's not been near the title.
Well, he hasn't been
years.
around for ages. Now he's back again to fill the spot, and I'm slightly worried that Kofi may be the end of his run at SummerSlam. Possibly, I'm not sure. But it was fine, but a bit fluky for our liking and quite boring.
It was bad.
And then of course it was the main event that we've discussed. Seth and
after
Baron.
all that, you think. Roman, McIntyre, Kofi, Dolph, and they both went quite long, and then you get the Lacey reveal, and then a 15-minute match that was just an angle, and that's adding up to well over an hour and a half of quite poor showing.
Nonsense, which is a shame because it like we said, it started off so well, and it kind of petered out.
Hour and a half. What was it? So it was a 3-hour 20, I think.
A very good length.
Yeah,
for a pay-per-view,
but
very good length, and all match lengths actually went a decent amount of time as well.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, there was nothing
too short.
That you felt went too short.
A few things possibly dragged, but not by much.
Yeah, but it is almost literally a half and half split.
Very,
totally. Very watchable, very surprising after the build-up being so poor.
Yeah,
and then very weak. Hour and a half.
Is that a talent thing that they wanted to go out and show? We can do it no matter what the dirt sheets say, no matter what the ticket sales are like. We will put on a best show, possibly.
Yeah. So that's the show. But going on from what you've just said, I think a little discussion on that kind of stuff would be interesting. So after the Cruiserweights, Seth Rollins tweets, "This is the best wrestling in the world."
He did, didn't he? He doubled down on it as well. Yeah.
And then we're talking of. Rollins going then at Ospreay.
Well, Ospreay, he said there's no...
not going at him unprovoked.
So Ospreay, so Seth tweeted...
best cruiserweights in the world.
He said, we have the best pro wrestling period.
Yeah.
And then Ospreay tweeted that, but for New Japan, the New Japan card, arguably better. Then he doubled down and said, after the cruiserweight match, blah, 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 we've got the best wrestling. This is Seth. And then
there's no one else
alive that
and
can wrestle like I can.
Ospreay just tweets, "I'm alive."
I'm alive.
Which it's a dick move.
It's a dick move. He often tweets WWE guys. He gets himself over, but Ospreay's also a god, so we'll let him off.
Yeah,
he's very, very good. One of the best in the world. We don't like to rank, but we've both ranked him higher than Seth Rollins, substantially. Just if you look at the quality of matches. I think we can all agree that Ospreay's, a league in a league of his own, really. Certainly in the last year.
Yeah.
They're going at it a little bit, aren't they? Quoting tweets and a little bit snidey. Seth's attitude was very surprising.
It feels as though there's a very toxic situation at the moment with the AEW, and it's there's kind of WWE is getting a lot. I mean, more than ever, probably, negative attention.
Yes.
I mean, when you add up over the last year or so, you've got the Saudi stuff, which they get mainstream negative attention for. Then AEW blows up. You've got the ticket sales, you've got the viewing numbers, you've got
just the overall quality of product is terrible.
People tuning out, people
injuries,
giving negative reviews. It's it seems to be blowing up a little bit, toxic. I mean, Jericho tweeting, "I'm not a private contractor. I'm an employee of AEW."
Yeah,
it seems like come on, guys, there's no need for all this. Really,
there's a bit of backbite, there's a bit of venom. 50% of it's going to be worked in order to create a buzz for matches, to create a kind of WCW versus WWE divide, which does sell tickets. It used to anyway. Whether it will, it remains to be seen.
Yeah.
But I think the other half of it is kind of people protecting their employment, certainly from the WWE end.
Yeah.
Wanting to be faces of the company, wanting to kind of blow smoke a little bit because it protects them, because it secures them longer contracts. There is a little bit of tension,
There is.
There's people that want to leave that can't. There's people that don't want to leave.
And
people waiting. There's people.
I mean, Sasha is just like
not turning up to work.
Free reign on going going at WWE at the moment as still an employee.
People aren't happy there.
To an extent, I do commend Seth. He's the head of the company, and maybe he's saying, look, I need to be the locker room leader.
Yeah.
I'm the guy. They've put the title on me, and I need to show that I'm sort of committed to this cause. And I completely understand that.
Yeah, I understand that.
But as a guy who ran the bingo halls for years, this kind of like ivory tower mentality.
It is. I'm on my high horse now. Yeah, I'm the elite. No pun intended.
It's it doesn't come across great.
No,
come on, Tyler.
Exactly.
There's Tyler in there somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like, dude, you did it literally for years. So it was just really condescending. You know, maybe it's all a work and it was all a plan. But I don't know. It just seemed like Seth was kind of trying to be this cool guy, and just kind of came off a little bit arrogant, a little bit condescending.
It did.
Didn't really like it. It's created a big discussion amongst fans of both New Japan and WWE and AEW and etc. So just love one another. Yeah, just love one another. Wrestling is intrinsically stupid. It's fun.
Without
it's silliness. Enjoy that. Obviously, we get riled up about certain things that don't make sense because we want consistency and we want safety for performers and etc.
Yeah.
But when we see these people kind of going at each other,
and it seems to be
not nice.
It's going into the fans.
Yeah, it's not nice. We don't like that. We like all wrestling.
We watch all wrestling.
We watch all wrestling. So little bit of a shame that because it kind of is lead from the top. If Seth and that Will are having a pop at each other, then the fans kind of think it's okay to do it as well. It's just a bit strange.
We don't
kind of
need to
piggyback off
other.
it. No, so there's something for everyone. But I mean, would I watch New Japan over this show? I mean, yes.
At the same time,
absolutely, I would, because it's much better in every way. Yeah. But no, there's something.
Hashtag triggered.
There's something here for everyone.
Yeah, without doubt. So I think we'll end up headlines from this show. Then is
Becky and Seth are
Becky
dating.
and Seth are dating. Are they? Are they dating?
What are they calling them? Brolins.
Oh,
or
kill me.
What was the other one?
Oh, I don't know.
I
thought that was the one. Is there more?
Seki.
Oh, they didn't say. No one said that. Hashtag Seki.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think there's. First half good, second half bad. Crowd were great.
Until the end.
And people date. Who gives a shit?
I know. Yeah. Most things on the card made sense. I mean, I know Wrestle talking about this. That shouldn't be something that you ever have to say, but it is.
I saw that,
you know what? It made some
well
sense.
Done.
Yeah, and for that I commend them. It did make sense, and majority was fun, but just another bad ending. Often we're left feeling deflated with these endings of these pay-per-views are just consistently bad.
So a question for you then,
go on.
As someone who does not tune in weekly to Raw.
No, I don't know.
Did that show make you want to tune in tonight?
No. The only thing coming out of that I want to see, which was teased in a backstage segment, is Ricochet versus AJ Styles.
Oh, yes. I forgot. Okay.
That's the only thing that I would want to see.
Ricochet's doing his photo shoot, and the Good Brothers arrive.
Great to see the club back on TV.
Well done, Ricochet. Let's have a look at this belt kind of touching him, and all of a sudden
trying to too
AJ's
sweet,
there.
And he's not really into it.
Yeah, and then AJ's there, and you think, oh my god, I've just made a little something in my panties.
Done a wee wee in my panties. Yeah, it was.
If the club are together, and because we know AJ
until they leave for AEW,
AJ signed long term.
Yes, lovely long term.
Until Gallows and Anderson leave. They throw them together and go into some kind of indie kind of dream setup against Ricochet, and then others. Who knows?
Yeah, kind of. If it was a 3-on-3, who would Ricochet have as his kind of? I don't know. Entourage. I'll have to think about that one.
I don't know.
Maybe probably Alistair Black again.
It could just be. It could just be AJ Ricochet with the club there.
Yeah, probably. Kind of fighting against it. I mean that. If they're allowed to do what they can do, it should be fantastic watching an AJ Ricochet match.
Christ,
Presumably, I think they must have gone on it at the Indies. Probably. I don't know. Not sure, but we'll Google that. But yeah, so that's the one thing I'm excited about coming out of the show.
Yeah,
anything else?
True.
Nah, I'm not bothered.
No, don't
Not
care.
bothered.
There's that the opening of Raw is gonna be some disgustingly sweet Seth, Becky.
Oh no, do you think?
Marriage in the ring, probably.
Celebration sex party, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, the PG sex party was a little slap on the bum.
Yeah, she did, didn't
to
she?
Seth, which was, it was, fine.
Yeah, just swapping the genders, man.
Because she's the man.
Equality, man.
2K19, man.
Man. Well, should we leave it there?
We've rambled.
We
finished talking about the card a while ago.
We verbally slapped your asses.
Yeah.
And now we're probably going to go and, don't know, go and look at some Becky Seth fan fiction.
Yeah, that's the video everyone wanted to see.
Yeah, people are going wild about them, man.
Yeah.
But basically, maybe just grow up.
Maybe. Don't make wrestling shows about relationships. This isn't reality TV.
No.
Who cares?
No.
Anyway,
well, on that note, thank you to everyone who joined the conversation at Rock Roll Up Pod on Twitter.
Yeah.
Made lots of new friends as always. We will often live tweet super important wrestling events such as Stomping Grounds.
Yeah. Rock and Roll Up Podcast on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes.
You can catch our podcast on...
Go on, list it.
Can I remember them all? iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher. Spotify? Who's Spotify?
You know what? There is a fly in this room.
Oh, no.
I know, it flew in.
iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube, and very, very soon, the bigheadsmedia.com
Oh, announcement oncoming.
Yeah,
we won't say any more because we'll have a podcast out in a week's time that will explain all about that.
But yes, another
exciting announcement.
Another place to catch us. But yes, thank you to everyone who's been listening.
Yes, always appreciate
and
your
engaging.
support. Yeah, make sure you like, share, subscribe, all the stuff.
Yeah, click that bell.
If you like what we do, maybe just tell us. # I like what you do. Okay, that's all.
Do you know what? I like what you do.
Oh, I like what you do.
I like what you do.
Voodoo.
I don't like you too.
You don't like you too?
No.
I would like to see Bono get stomped though. I've been Jack.
I've been Kenny.
Peace out.
Big time.